Credits. If credits rolled right now.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, look at that.
That's cool. So we didn't complete this game, but Adam has completed this game
I have.
on his own time.
I have.
Normally, we'd ask a question here, and the question I think for today's episode is, what did you think of Resident Evil 5 now that it's over?
Yeah, we did it.
Hopefully people enjoyed it. So what did you think of Resident Evil 5? What did I think? So you've completed it, so we'll probably spend more time with your version.
Okay.
So I've played it. This is the first time. This is my second time actually playing through the game. The first time I played through it was with you in like high school when you'd already completed it, and so we did like
it wasn't even like late high school. It was like
no, yeah, it was like we did like a all cheats playthrough basically. Like we
all
did like
unlimited.
infinite ammo, everything, infinite ammo, rocket launcher, infinite ammo, like lightning hawk, and infinite ammo, bow, and like chain gun.
you can get some crazy weapons.
Yeah.
So
It was fun. It was fun then, and I always really liked it, and I always wanted to like own it myself and play through it, but I never really got that chance, gave it that chance, whatever, for myself. And so this is my second time playing through, and I'd completely forgotten what happened in the story because we just blazed, like we flew through it because we had everything. So, but I really enjoyed it this time. I really enjoyed it that time. I mean, it's a silly game. It's pretty dumb. Like the plot, we didn't really follow in this particular playthrough, but it was fun. I don't know. Something about it is just like these kinds of co-op narrative experiences have lost any sort of. I mean, I don't know how big they ever were, but I mean, this is just.
I think so, pretty big. I mean, the fact that couch co-op essentially isn't a thing anymore, and to be fair, it got destroyed for good reason, right? The rise of online multiplayer.
Yeah.
But like, you don't get to have moments like this that oftenly anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
there was A Way Out, which did a good job. That was probably the best recent couch co-op game.
There is another game that's going to do that exact system, and I can't remember what it's called. They're doing the same thing, where if one person owns the game,
yeah,
you send it to someone else and they own the game.
That's cool.
I can't remember what it was, what game it is.
I like this song. I just want to throw out.
You see Jill Valentine and then Jill Valentine stunt double?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it said Jill Valentine as one.
Was this mocapped? Is that what happened?
I'm assuming so.
That's crazy.
I don't know why you would need a separate.
That's hilarious.
I guess for their facial animations.
But this sounds very Nier Automata. Like if anyone knows the music for Nier Automata, this could fit right in.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I actually really like this end song. Probably my favorite song of the whole game so far.
Oh yeah, very powerful.
So anyway,
copyright stricken. We're getting a felony.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
so that's basically my thoughts on this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I wish I had the chance to play it when it had come out and I'd been like a thing for me, because it wasn't really. But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed playing it with Adam then. I enjoyed playing it with Adam now. I think, yeah, this is, like you said, one of those rare couch co-op experiences that I've always been a fan of. Co-op has always been my favorite way to play a game, and it's rare that you get experiences like this where you can do it. I don't like multiplayer, but I love co-op. I like PvE, like P and PvE. So, yeah.
Like, nice acronym. I think I have only co-opted like 2 games, maybe 3.
Okay.
Halo 1, Halo 2.
Okay.
And then both with my uncle, and then this game with you.
Oh, and
like,
then
officially traditional couch co-op way.
Well, no, we also did Super Mario 3D World.
But I mean, it's fine. Like, not for the channel. Like before like on purpose.
Wait. Oh, you're saying since we started the channel?
Like
or?
finishing. No, I mean, okay. So like when we did that.
Sorry.
Not. How should I say this? We played this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Together for the channel.
Yes.
But like without the channel, we might have not played this game.
I mean, we already have. This is our second time.
Exactly. But like
okay.
that was the last time I did it.
Oh, I
like
see.
a couch co-op that was completely unrelated.
Right.
Or
yes. Okay. Yeah.
because it was back when like.
But we did 3D World, not.
We did 3D World, and technically we like. I think even like Miguel popped in for some of those fun times.
Yeah.
Like just randomly to play a level, but we didn't finish it. I mean, we finished the campaign.
We finished it. We didn't complete it, but we did finish it.
Because we didn't even finish. We finished the campaign, and then there's like 4 additional worlds.
Yeah.
And we were 100% in them as we went.
Yeah.
We didn't like finish the entirety, so technically the entire game hasn't been beat, but the campaign's been beat.
I mean, but there's some really difficult levels.
If you guys should totally Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U.
Yeah.
Go look at like the Completionist.
Yeah.
Like.
No, those are like unreasonably difficult.
Oh, you have to play as every character. So there's 5 characters.
Yes.
And you have to get.
Which means if you have 2 people, it takes 3 runs to do.
You don't understand. One of the characters isn't unlockable until after you beat the first hidden world.
Yeah.
It's Rosalina. So then you have to go back.
I thought it was the second. Isn't it the second hidden world?
Is it? It might be.
It doesn't matter.
Something
Yeah, one of the
ridiculous.
first
You have
two
to go
hidden
back
worlds,
and
but
beat all the levels as Rosalina.
Yeah, after you've beaten the entire game, then you unlock a whole new world, and you're like, this is crazy. And then on the second of those hidden worlds, you get a whole new character.
Yeah.
And then the entire game up to that point keeps track of which characters you've used to beat in every level, and so you have to go back and do them all again with Rosalina.
And there's hidden stamps in
Yeah.
every level, and
Yeah.
then you have to get to the top of every flagpole.
Yeah, and we did that
in every level.
through the first like 2 hidden secret worlds. I think we
And
just
everything else up to that.
yeah, and 100% completed up through the first two hidden worlds, I believe. And then yeah, like you said, there's like 3 or 4 hidden worlds. We didn't get to those last 2. So, but I mean, I'd say that like that's a full
Yeah,
couch
it's
co-op
basically
experience.
yeah, it's a full.
That's
couch
more than
co-op.
what we did here. Like we
Yeah.
spent so much time
We
on
did. Yeah, that's more traditional. I guess so. Yeah, I've only done this like 4 times.
Yeah.
Like for fun. There's like no point in it besides just having fun with a friend.
Yeah, the only ones I've done were I played the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops co-op things. I got 3 stars on all of them with John, who's appeared in the Star Wars Squadrons playthrough.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know you did that.
Yes. He actually completed that whole game. He beat the whole campaign on Veteran. He got all the achievements in the game.
Really?
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
part of that was getting all those Spec Ops achievements, and we did those together. And some of them are hard.
Oh, I
don't know
know.
if you remember the
I do remember.
3 juggernauts.
Yeah. I had a friend
I
who
don't know
got
how we
what
did
was it
that.
like 69 stars or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
believe
had a
so.
friend, my friend Ryan from high school. He like literally like the next day was like, yeah, I got all 69 stars, and we were
That's
like,
crazy.
oh, like the rest of us were like,
Yeah. No,
good fuck.
it's so hard.
Yeah,
Those
look
were
at all
so
those
hard.
things.
Made in Japan. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Volk tactical gear. Is there a Stinger?
Capcom.
Does this game have a post-credit scene?
I don't think so.
We're about to find out.
I think it just says like you've unlocked. It doesn't even. Oh, okay. I thought it was just gonna have the Capcom logo, nothing else. Oh, great. Of
Oh,
course.
that's right. We got bees.
Oh man.
Which, whatever. We deserved bees.
Enemies routed. We essentially got everybody.
Yeah, we died a bunch, but you can view Albert Wesker file in the library. Is that important? Should we like scroll through that while we talk
You
about?
can now play as Sheva. No, you can now select Sheva in chapter select and new game.
Oh,
You can now play Desperate Escape.
so we can like switch characters, I guess. Like, you can only play Chris the first time through. Is that? The...
Yeah, when you play this game alone, you can't play as Sheva.
Oh, gotcha.
So
okay.
now you can.
Gotcha.
Oh, good. Now we got the heavy metal costume
Wow.
and the Chevy fairy tale.
Wow. Is there any way to show any of this stuff off without like starting a new game?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
One thing that absolutely I'm not going to give a full review of this game because I have a platinum video I wanted to do on it.
Okay.
Where was it? It might be in library. Extra figures? Okay, so here's it's exactly what I wanted it to be, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Look at him.
Oh, did we ever see that shotgun?
No.
Interesting.
So here's one thing about playing the game multiple times
yeah.
is that shotgun is only accessible once you have 100% completely upgraded the first shotgun in the game.
Wow.
And then yeah, there's a lot of replayability in this game.
Really? This is the outfit, is it?
Yeah, that's Fairy Tale Sheva.
Wow. This is not what I expected Fairy Tale Sheva to look like.
Oh, what do you mean? It's my fairy tale.
Oh, we never saw that. Oh no, we did see the flamethrower at one point.
Yeah,
We've not seen the chain gun.
Yeah, just on fat guys, but Chris
Oh
is buff enough to just
my
have it.
Goodness, that's.
Yeah,
That's
there's
a lot.
there's a whole bunch of costumes. There's a whole bunch of extra weapons. You will never see the first playthrough of the game.
Yeah.
You just will never see it.
Wow.
So,
Why are all of Sheva's outfits like
Promiscuous.
business, but also
Business in the front, but party in the back.
It's business all the way.
This is a different character
What?
entirely.
Okay.
This is
he
Barry.
playable, or?
Yeah, he's playable in the Mercenaries.
Oh, that's right. I keep
And then
forgetting
this is Rebecca. She's also
a
she's
mercenary?
from I believe Resident Evil 0.
Oh, interesting. She's okay. Cool.
Yeah, she's part of Stars, I believe.
She looks cool.
And then that was the extra figures.
Okay.
The regular figures. These are just the regular junk that we have none of apparently.
Right. Interesting. Files. Files.
That's the same type of files we like been going over.
Oh, but what's the Wesker file?
It just goes over his thing.
Wow.
If you want to like
yeah, just
go
show
through
these.
this and you like free time.
That's crazy.
I
didn't. That's so much.
Oh, it's 64. Okay, I'm gonna have to go a little.
24.
Oh, it's 24. I thought it was 64. I was gonna say that is like.
No. 24
man.
is still a lot. We're only halfway through.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go at a reasonable speed to like pause it if you guys want to read through.
Yeah,
But,
these are cool.
There's like so many guns and so many so many figurines and so many different suits.
Yeah.
And there's like we only played through the campaign, the first campaign. This is the special gold edition.
Oh.
So it comes with extra content.
Oh my.
So the Mercenaries United is basically zombies.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of fun. Versus is you fight against other people.
Interesting.
Lost in Nightmares is the first DLC, and it goes over Chris lost his partner Jill on a top secret event. So this is when they were having those flashbacks to Jill, when it was like Wesker talking to Old Man Spencer.
Just real quick, my brain reconnected some words in an order that makes no sense.
What do you mean?
I read Jill, then I went back to the beginning and read Lost his, except I read that as her, and then I skipped forward in the sentence for no reason, and I read top.
That is some selective sexual reading if I've ever heard.
I was like, Jill lost her top. I'm like, I need to reread that. I don't know what.
Like,
That's definitely.
A second. So basically, they added this softcore pornography
and then you
DLC.
started talking about it. You're like, you know that part in the game? I was like, I don't remember this part in the game. I have no clue what you're talking about.
So anyways, when Chris keeps having flashbacks to like the time where, remember when Jill like flew out the window to tackle Wesker?
Yeah.
Basically, this is that mission.
Okay. That stuff I kept asking if like, did we see that? What's that? What are they talking about? It even ends
with a Chris boss match.
Oh.
And the desperate escape is how Josh and Jill escaped from the Trisol facility to show up on the helicopter to pick you up.
Oh.
So
I honestly didn't question that much.
Yeah. So there was a DLC.
So where do you play as a Wesker? Is that in the Mercenaries United?
That's in the Mercenaries. But the thing about the Mercenaries, as I go into it, is that you don't. So like, let's say you go solo. We're not actually gonna do this. We're going to back out.
Wow.
So Gold Edition comes with all the characters unlocked already, but normally you have to like spend points to get these fools.
Wow. So who do
Chris,
you have?
You have Safari Chris.
Okay.
You have Stars Chris.
Does this matter? I guess just
they have different loadouts because you don't get to pick your weapons.
I see.
They're pre-selected.
Oh.
So you have regular Sheva, you have Clubbin' Sheva.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you see that she's like just wearing like basically a
gold skirt with like that's mini skirt with cuts into it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's not even wearing a top. That's just like.
Oh, is it? I can't tell. She's covering her whole. Yeah.
This is tribal Sheva. Take that as you may.
Okay.
Original BSAA Jill. Battlesuit Jill.
Low cut Jill.
Midnight Wesker.
Wow.
Stars Wesker. And then you go to Field 2. Heavy Metal Chris.
Okay.
Fairy Tale Sheva.
Wow.
Josh.
Hey.
Excella for some reason.
Really?
I was very surprised. Sexy Chris. Warrior.
Wow.
Sexy Business Sheva. Barry.
Yeah.
And Rebecca.
Oh wow, she starts with the most stuff.
Oh yeah, no, she's got some fun. She like all heal all the time.
That's crazy. She looks ready to tango.
Yeah, he's got like, he starts out with a Magnum, so I guess that's cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, that's all
interesting.
It's all cool loadouts.
So does Wesker play like Wesker, or does he just play like anyone else?
Real quick. How old do you think Chris is?
I just saw it on screen, but I was actually going to guess late 20s.
Okay, he's 35.
Okay.
How old do you think Sheva is?
I was also going to guess.
Headshot, 23.
Really?
Isn't that the most ridiculous thing? And she's 52 kilograms, so she just weighs like what, a little over 100, maybe like 110?
That's crazy.
Oh, man. Pounds for you Americans, that's what I'm converting it for. But yeah, he's 98 kilograms. So yeah, he's pretty hefty.
Muscle. Well,
all muscle. And then how much is...
He's 48. How old is Jill?
33.
Okay, she's much more like Chris's age. How old is the girl at the end? Trade secret.
Yes, I love that.
That's cute.
38.
Wow.
She's 18?
Really?
Zombie invasion?
Really?
18. Anyways, I'm sorry, we're going off tangents. So basically, that's like
we should leave it on that. Oh no, yeah, you can show off the other stuff. I would say like if we just start talking about it, we should leave it on the Mercenaries page.
That's basically it.
Okay, we don't leave it on this page. This one's cool.
Unlockables.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool scene.
Oh yeah, it's real cool. It has all the characters.
Yeah, I like that.
So I can't stress it enough. This would not be unlocked. We have the gold edition, which is the only version that made it to PS4.
Oh, okay.
So the PS3 version doesn't come with all that, but I'm assuming you're gonna play the PS4 version. Trust me, it's better.
Yeah,
they have like the proper triggers.
It's at 60 frames for one.
It's at 60 frames. I believe on PS3 it does that dirty, disgusting, almost like illegally sexual act of making your firing L1 and R1 as opposed to the triggers.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that is like a war crime.
That's
I was so mad about the PS3
I'm glad
generation.
they made that the twos.
I'm still waiting for
like
Metal Gear Solid remake. Solid 4
Yeah.
port where they add the improvements.
It would be interesting if they had a port of 4 for 5.
I want it. I want it so
4 for
bad.
5. Metal Gear Solid 4 for 5.
There's rumors that Metal Gear Solid 1 rumors. One remake is being made for PS5 exclusive by Bluepoint. I
feel
wait.
like it's
I hope
just
it's real.
Oh yeah, by Bluepoint. Okay, that's probably gonna be fine. I was like, if it's by Konami, it's probably gonna be bad. Yeah, I was like, I don't think we have any chance.
But anyways, so
Bluepoint's good though.
This game is. I'm not gonna lie. This game is so much better. The second or third or fourth because now we can unlock unlimited ammo.
Yeah,
is a huge change.
Yeah,
is what I should have showed that off.
Item management
under bonus features. So all of those things we collect along the way, those blue things we would shoot out randomly. If you unlock more of those, they unlock random junk.
Oh, okay.
So actually, these things they're worth 0 points.
Oh,
so we can just buy them for free. They're like free outfits, and you can play through the campaign with them.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool.
So
club and Shether.
Yeah, you can get.
You can get the filters. I see.
Anyways, those points at the end where it was like, oh, you got an S rank, you got like 1,500 points. I think. I think S is worth 2,000 and A is worth 1,500 and then B is worth 1,000 and so on and so forth.
You could find our average rank by dividing the number of points we have by the number of missions we did.
Yeah. So basically, right?
Yeah.
You go through. These are all the nonsense we didn't have, right? These are like files. What are these? Yeah, these are figurines. We didn't have any of them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But if you scroll all the way down.
Yes. Go on.
Oh, well, here are those characters I was telling you about.
Yeah.
No, this is in versus mode. Sorry. So I guess you still have to unlock them in versus mode instead of mercenaries.
I see.
But if we keep going up, and I mean all the way up. Oh, we didn't do it. Sorry, because we have to upgrade them.
Right.
So like, let's say so here's the first gun of the game, the handgun.
Completely upgrade.
If you completely upgrade it, this will open up, and I think it costs 2,000. You get unlimited ammo with it.
Oh.
And this can be done with every single weapon.
Okay. So you can see how many weapons are.
So even the M29 Magnum and the Lightning Hawk right here.
Wow. Okay.
So that's expensive.
Yeah.
And you have to go. There's certain points you could like farm.
Yeah.
But essentially,
I mean, you have to in order to get those points, you have to complete missions. So like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not farming.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
There is a certain spot where you can like just keep giving them the business. So
that's cool.
This game is better. I will be giving a more in-depth review later.
Yeah.
In a platinum video that now I can officially work on.
Yeah. I guess if I were to say my review based on like just this one I guess 2 playthroughs, but not earning anything and seeing where anything went, I'd probably give this, by today's standard, I'd probably give this a B, just like a neutral B. My argument being that like it's a ton of fun. I think this game's like really good, especially if you play it with another person, but it's also really stiff. And it's not like, I get that like back in the old day you wanted it to be stiff for like that horror element, but this game's not scary either. Like there's no,
it's not really,
it's horror still. Like it's got like that, like, it's
horror-esque elements.
Yeah, exactly. There's like horrifying things happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a horror survival like they try to market it. This is more of like an action horror.
Right. So the fact that like the controls are like really tanky makes it just like, I'm not like stressed about like, ooh, maybe like, oh, I'm scared. It's more like, it's like, all right, like this is kind of stupid. Like when I'm trying to walk past the fat guy in the hallway, I wasn't thinking like, oh, what if he's gonna get me? I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, glitch, I guess. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of that. It has some clunk to it. The fact that like running is holding down X, and then like you have to like,
the story was stupid.
You like can't turn. You have to like, and that's like again like Pat's saying, tank controls, but at the same time like revolutionaries and like technology.
That's the thing is like, I get it for some games. I get that some games deserve tank controls. This is not a complaint like about tank controls across the board. This game specifically does not need tank controls. It does not need to like stop to shoot and all that junk. Like it doesn't fit.
It doesn't, because you hold down the X to run.
Yeah.
Your thumb can't be on the right stick. And that's like, I feel like their whole excuse, well, how else would you turn?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why don't you just make it so we're always running?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
why do you need to walk in this game?
You might get tired.
Like,
it's like we didn't walk at any point.
Right.
Like, if
it doesn't make any sense.
Reason.
You don't even have a stamina meter. Like there's no reason to like walk. Yeah, no, it's...
Most people would have ran the whole time. Or you could have clicked in L3. Because, it's like there's reasons around it.
No,
so
it's pretty dumb.
At this point, I mean, RE4 still uses that, and this is like, the game that came right after it is tank controls. But I feel like RE6 doesn't use tank controls anymore. Yeah. Which is, I mean, that one's even more horror. I mean, sorry, more action.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, I think a lot of people didn't like the fact that Resident Evil became more action, but I think this one's fun in that it's like, it's fun, whatever. Whereas the past Resident Evil games are definitely scary, and that's the whole point of them.
I think they're liars.
You think
so
people
1 and 2 are like comedically dumb.
They're very dumb. I'm
They're
not saying
like,
they're not
oh,
dumb.
it almost became a Jill sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, they have a bunch of like,
Right, yeah.
it's still not funny. So saying, oh, well, you took the action, or you know, you added too much action horror elements, and I was like, in the first game, you're fighting giant tarantulas and snakes in a
You fight,
mansion.
yeah,
I
like
was
a
like,
giant alligator and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and like the second game, and I mean,
shark.
it is horror, but at the same time, a lot of that came from like having like limited, like I guess, access to horror genre as a kid,
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
and then 3 is like, I mean, it's a giant monster nemesis that you're fighting, but that's still like actiony. What happens? 4 is completely also action. 5 is completely action. 6 is action. And then like when they remade 1, that's like I feel the first true horror. I guess I don't know. There's other ones like in between there, like 0.
I mean, oh yeah, I was gonna say like Resident Evil
Code Veronica.
7.
Yeah,
Biohazard. Biohazard's like
That's
kind
a
of
horror
a
game.
little bit back to roots, and it's not clunky and gross. I mean, they do bad stuff in that game too. Like that game has its own sort of issues, but those issues are not what we're talking about. Like the fact that like it's scary and not clunky, and you can pull that off, and it was cool. I mean, I'm not saying that game's perfect. It's not. It has like its own set of issues, but they're issues that came about because of what that game was. But yeah, so for this game, I don't know. So that's why I give it a B. It's just that like as much like it's tons of fun. You know, I'm not. That's not like a downplay.
Oh yeah, no,
on,
this game is like I would not go into it expecting it to be like serious. Like this is
Right.
this is a game you enjoy. I once you go through and you basically dump all of your money into the Lightning Hawk,
yeah,
because now you can, because
Right.
if you go through you'll have like money from the start.
Yeah.
And like you'll know where things are.
and we got a bunch of junk in that last level too that we never got to use.
Exactly. So like you could probably once you pay your way to having a Lightning Hawk or an M29 Magnum that's unlimited ammo, the entire game changes.
Yeah,
The entire game. Like you're just a god.
right. And farm becomes a lot easier after that point. I
Oh, yeah.
imagine too. Like
Because there's no more need for horror. It's no
Right.
longer a horror game at
right,
that point.
you
It's
just
more
go into
like
the liquor hallway and use your infinite ammo Magnum until you gotten everything you need.
yeah, you clean up
Right.
a house. And that's
Right.
basically it. But the second playthrough of this game, I feel like is even better. Because by then, I feel like after you play a horror game one time, the appeal's gone.
Yeah,
So it's not really, why aren't you playing it with everything on, you know?
yeah,
So I don't know. My final, I'll be more in depth later in terms of like narrative and like gameplay, plot,
yeah.
the usual bunch, and the completion requirements. But for right now, spoiler, I'm giving it a B+.
You're giving it a B plus.
B+.
Okay, that's cool. I get it, but yeah, I can't because I haven't seen very much of this game and I didn't get to experience the full thing. Like from what I saw, I'm sticking with that B. It's very like there's just like so much of this game that felt clunky and ridiculous, and like the fact that we repeated that last fight like 3 times or something, and the third time was just like or 4 times, and the
What if
fourth.
we just beat him up?
Yeah, what if we just try hard? And then it's like, and then
Yeah.
it worked. I was like, all right, this is stupid. Like the fact that like I still don't get how the Reapers are supposed to be fought and stuff like that. It's like the game just didn't do a good job of explaining it. Like,
Yeah, a bunch of things just randomly seem to happen.
yeah,
Not like totally random, like the game is broken, but
Yeah.
like for the sense of, like straight up, I'm gonna shoot the fat guy with the Magnum and then just abuse iframes.
Yeah.
And then like all the other zombies can't touch me, and I'll deal with both of these sub bosses
Right.
alone.
Yeah.
While you handle that horde of like it's just
yeah, and there's stuff that's just like the aiming's also super weird. The fact
Oh,
that it's
yeah.
like switches to the laser and the laser doesn't track with the camera very well, and like
and it's like super far away. and-
yeah, oh my goodness.
And when you zoom in, you are absolutely
yeah,
useless.
and the
with a
laser's
rifle.
tiny. Like if it
Oh,
gets
it's
any sort of
microscopic.
distance, we're even on a
Yeah.
big TV now. Before it was impossible to see
Oh,
what
it
we
was
were aiming
literally
at.
impossible.
Now we can
Like-
see it, but it's still
Oh,
dumb.
man.
Like
What-
it's not
what-
good.
What episode was the turn point?
We say it out loud. It's the episode where we're suddenly like, wow, it's really dark in
Oh,
here.
I know,
didn't realize how
like,
dark this game
It's
was.
dark.
It was the level where we first met the Ouroboros monster.
Like
The one that we have
first-
to hit with the flamethrower, but we didn't because we just shot it with an RPG.
Oh yes,
The
okay.
beginning of
That's
that
like
level.
halfway through the game.
Yeah, the beginning of that level is where we switched.
So
TVs.
if you think we were doing bad, it's actually props because we were
Yeah.
doing it without being able to aim.
yeah,
It
before
was-
that point, it was like actually impossible to see what was on the screen. We were like going off of like like game feel, like
Yeah, it felt like it.
yeah, yeah. And there was like a lot of stuff like the dogs were never fun to fight. Like I always thought the dogs were annoying.
Yeah, they're consistently annoying.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. Is just too much of this game was like annoying, and I get that like when you overcome that, I imagine it feels amazing. But like for just feeling that, and just like for a single like finisher sort of like review, whatever, which is not by any means like we never say that like just a single playthrough like this is like a solid enough to do a full review. This is not. I'm not saying this game deserves
no.
a B. I'm just saying like if you're wondering what I came out of this experience with, I would say a B. Like
And if you're wondering, like, oh, how many playthroughs? Once you need to get the medal on every single difficulty. So there's 3 difficulties.
See, that's the thing. I don't know if this... you'll get into that, but like somebody tells me on the hardest difficulty, this game's not worth.
Just wait for it.
Okay.
So you have amateur, I think, and then normal, and then veteran.
Do we play this on normal?
We played this on normal.
Okay.
Once you get all those medals, or I think all you have to do is beat veteran. Then professional difficulty unlocks, and I think you get one-shotted. Like, you just die.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The problem with that, right, and I played through at least 4 times, but that's because you honestly, if you want to do it right, you could play through the game like 9 times to get the money required to upgrade everything.
Yeah, okay.
But in order to do professional, alone is one of the most impossible. Like, it was so aggravating because you don't understand. You die in like 1 shot.
Right, but so does your teammate.
So does Sheva.
Yeah.
And her AI alone. We played this together, so there was no dumb AI.
Right.
There was no dummy thick. Actually, I played the first episode alone.
Yeah.
So you can check. Yeah. Sheva's probably doing a whole lot of nothing in the background.
Which, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing 100% of the time, but like by the end of it, I liked to think
But you weren't like randomly dying for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like, I probably got hit less than you most of the time.
I remember I got scared because I thought the game was unbeatable for me when I got to the first Wesker fight in the temple in Africa. Yeah. Because as soon as the mission starts, like as soon as the boss fight starts, he like ran over and kicked Sheva and it was game over. That was it.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God. So I found out. That's how I found out.
Dumb.
If you go look, I just sprint straight to the door and it immediately activates the cutscene. Yeah. That's because I learned that just skips straight ahead.
That's crazy.
And hopefully, if I'm fast enough, he'll either come in between me and Sheva will deal with Jill.
Okay.
And then Wesker will just deal with me. And that's how I was able to not die. But a lot of that was like, crazy. I'd be trying to find Wesker in the hallways, and then randomly Sheva would just die. And I'd be like, well, we got to start this over.
Oh my goodness.
And it was like, I think I played through it like 10 times.
See, that's the thing. Like, that just sounds broken. I can't imagine that's like a fun difficulty to play through.
No, it would have been much easier if Sheva's unkillable.
Right. These are the sort of things that I'm calling B for. It's just like there's a lot of things that this game's just like it's a mess. Like,
there's
it's a fun mess.
Even when we were together, if one of us went down, that person is essentially useless, and there's like a ticking timer, like, oh, your partner's gonna die, run over.
Yeah, and you're so slow in this game that like unless you're already standing there, it's like they're dead then.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we lost.
Oh, the timer should be just that's pointless.
Mission failed. Yeah. We'll get him next time.
It's so many times that I hit the wrong button.
But anyways, this is quite a long recording. I do plan on deep diving more and more. Do you have any other thoughts that you want to milk about the game?
No, like you said, this has been long. We're an hour and a half. I might even have to split this in 2, even though we've done one level per episode up to this point, but like this is long.
Yeah, we might cut off the review section.
That was ridiculously difficult. Yeah, that'd probably work because I don't know. I think it was probably only about an hour.
Or I guess discussion because I'll do a platinum video separate.
Yeah. This will be like what we did for Call of Juarez. At the end of it, it had its own separate like thoughts video.
THOTS.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But I think that's it. So what's after this? It's hard to say. I think we were hoping to do. I mean, I don't know how much we want to say. I guess at this point, like people are watching this.
I guess I don't know how much you want to say. It's up to you entirely.
I know we promised someone we'd try to do Inside, and I still kind of want to do that. It's pretty short. There's that option, and then there's also I've been playing through the Spider-Man game in the hopes that we could do Miles Morales on the channel.
Yes,
but
so good.
Yeah, but that'll be difficult because Adam has the PlayStation 5, so we'll have to record that at ZoinkMeister North, and then I'll have to like take that footage and like come back to ZoinkMeister South.
Whatever, it's just another tax write-off on the helicopter fuel. So
yeah, so that's the thing is like it'll be interesting to see. So we might try to do some short stuff between now and then, especially since I'm going through the Spider-Man 1 DLC anyway. So if you want to like watch that before Miles Morales starts, that might make sense. So we might try to do a small series between now and then. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we have our single stuff. Adam's still doing. He just finished Pokemon, and he will be starting something else. Are you still doing Mortal Kombat? And,
Mortal Kombat episode 5 already came out. I'm working on the next one. It's already recorded. It just needs to be edited.
Nice.
I think before I finished episode 5, I went to go look at the stats, and it was only like 30. It said I was like 30% complete. I think there's only like 13 chapters in that game.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so
it's very short. I think there's only 1 chapter per character. I don't even know if every character gets
something
covered.
Like that. Yeah. And then I'm still technically doing the Super Mario 64.
Yes, they're right. Are you still planning on like keeping that up?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not too bad. I already 100%ed that game.
Yeah.
So I got all 120 stars. I did everything already. So
yeah.
That one's just
basically like you spend a certain amount of time in each level,
I just get a couple stars to you guys for the sake of it. I think it was like each one's like 15 minutes or whatever.
Something like
that. Just to
that.
cover the area. Because those maps are like,
Yeah.
It's small,
You
look
get
bite
the
size.
idea. Yeah. You look around, you're like, oh, this is this area.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with us. I'm still playing Skyward Squadrons. When that ends, I have the special series that I announced at the end of
Stinky Pinky.
A Short Hike. If you guys watched A Short Hike, at the end of that, we said that we would be doing a series, and that series will be coming after Squadrons. We're in recording it, so it's gonna go up and it's gonna be going out. And then separately from that, what's the other thing I'm doing? Oh yeah, Spider-Man. So yeah, once we get through Spider-Man, we'll try to get on that Miles Morales. We might even start Miles Morales before I finish Spider-Man, but it would be nice if we could get like them in order. So we might try to do a small series in between so that I can have time to upload all the Spider-Man stuff. We'll see what happens. But that's been us. I'm
been
sure.
you.
Yeah, you've been you. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for all the growth this channel's had recently. It's insane. It's like so much
We're almost
crazier.
there.
Yeah, it's been so much more than ever before. It's really crazy to watch. So I'm glad any of you that are out there are with us, and I'm excited to see what we have coming next.
Yeah.
So we'll see you whenever that is with whatever you watch.
Yeah.
And until then,
It's been us, Zoink.
out.